Critical Changeling, he really needs a theme song. Hello everybrony, this is Critical Changeling, here to point out that there's more holes in the plot than there are in my legs. Now if you're like me, you really enjoyed that DBZ battle at the end of Season 4, but that battle got me wondering, how powerful is each Alicorn? The power of the other three Alicorn princesses was transferred to Super Saiyan Twilight, who was shown to be just as powerful as DBZ Tirak. DBZ Tirak is Tirak after he took Discord's power, but when Tirak took Discord's power, he was more powerful than Discord. So, DBZ Tirak should be more powerful than two Discords. So, the power of the four princesses should be greater than the power of two Discords. But Discord was more powerful than Celestia and Luna. So, two Discords should be more powerful than two Celestias and two Lunas. Since the power of the four princesses is greater than the power of two Discords, and the power of two Discords is greater than the power of two Celestias and two Lunas, the power of the four princesses should be greater than the power of two Celestias and two Lunas. Now, if we subtract a Celestia and Luna from both sides, we find that Cadence and Twilight should be more powerful than Celestia and Luna. Now, if you're like me, you'll be wondering how powerful Twilight might be compared to the other three princesses. Well, I don't have an exact answer for that, but I might be able to get an idea. So, I've stated before that the power of the four Alicorn princesses is greater than the power of two Discords. But if I take away Twilight, is the power of the three remaining princesses greater than Discord? Well, if we assume that the power of the remaining three princesses is greater than Discord, then when Discord escaped in Return of Harmony and hid the elements of Harmony, then Celestia could have just summoned Cadence and Luna, combined their powers, and defeated Discord, which makes Celestia look really incompetent. That's one possibility, but if we assume that the power of Celestia, Luna, and Cadence combined is less than or equal to Discord's, then this implies that Alicorn Twilight is greater in power than Discord. And since Discord's power is greater than or equal to the power of Celestia, Luna, and Cadence, this implies that Twilight would be more powerful than the other three princesses combined. So the young filly that was able to turn a baby dragon into a giant purple dinosaur grew up to be more powerful than her mentor. So, what do you think? Is Celestia an incompetent ruler? Does Twilight's power exceed the expectations of Celestia and the power of the other three Alicorns combined? Are the four princesses representations of the four horsemen with the end nigh upon us? Or do you think something else? If you have different thoughts, please list them below in the comments and list your reasonings why. If I like your reasonings, I might mention them on another episode of Critical Changeling. But until then, goodbye, and I hope you enjoyed watching this video.